We must pay homage to him.
Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, and it's time to put a smile on that face with a full plot leak breakdown of Joker. I put together this entire story from the script that was leaked last year, as well as some of the newly confirmed details that we have. In a recent interview, Todd Phillips did say that some details had changed from the initial script leak, and there would still be some surprises, but on the whole, things are quite similar. Now, all leaks like this should be taken with a pinch of salt, and though we won't be able to confirm if this is right or wrong until we see the movies for ourselves, these line up a lot with trailers and behind the scene footage, so it makes a lot of sense. From here on out, it's full spoilers ahead, so if you don't want anything about the film potentially ruined for you, then I highly suggest that you turn off now. With that out of the way, I just want to give a huge thank you for clicking this video. Now let's get into my breakdown of Joker. Okay, so the first thing you need to know is that the movie is set in 1981 Gotham, which is when the city is at its lowest point due to a seemingly unending crime wave. In addition to this, there's a garbage strike, which means that Gotham is pretty dirty, both literally and figuratively. In the recent trailer that was released, we did see that there were trash bags piled up in alleyways everywhere, and this seems to line up a lot with what we know so far. The film itself follows the rise of Arthur Fleck, who is initially just a clown for a talent agency. Fleck has severe mental health issues that include laughing when he's nervous, and because of this, a social worker keeps a close eye on him. Fleck wishes to become a stand-up comic, but due to his nerves, his sets are often ruined, and thus he never really gets anywhere. One day he's assaulted and his friend tells him to get a gun for protection. Arthur develops a crush on his neighbour, played by Zazie Beetz, a single mum who works in a bank, and he begins stalking her. She treats him well out of pity, which he misconstrues as genuine affection. In addition to this, Fleck is a caretaker for his mother, who just so happens to be a former housekeeper of Wayne Manor. The household, headed up by Thomas Wayne, is currently in the spotlight because Wayne is running for mayor. Those who read Batman Earth 1 will remember that in that Thomas was running for mayor against the Penguin, and that the character was killed for it so that the miniature crime boss could become elected and control the city. However, this doesn't seem to be popping up here, and the main conflict seems to be between Wayne and the city itself. Fleck's mother is obsessed with the mayoral candidate, and apparently Wayne fired her from working at his property because of this. In the film, Thomas does get elected, and people begin protesting against him for neglecting the poor. Fleck, desperate for money, takes a new job, but after he's mocked on the subway, he cracks slightly and violently kills 3 Wall Street guys who are also harassing a young woman, and these murders inspire a resist movement against Gotham's wealthy elite. Basically, this film will centre around the poor uprising against the rich, similar to The Dark Knight Rises, and due to this, Thomas Wayne, who is viewed as the voice of the wealthy, becomes a target. During this time, Arthur's mother has an episode and is taken to Arkham Asylum, and Arthur also discovers his neighbour has a boyfriend, which causes him to have a violent outburst at the bank she works at, which gets her fired. It's at this point that Arthur tries his hand at stand-up comedy once more, but he completely bombs so badly that the footage of his performance is picked up by Maury Franklin, a TV show host played by Robert De Niro, who completely ridicules the character, making him a national joke. Now, in the original plot leak, it was stated that police are investigating Arthur for the murders committed earlier, which is when he apparently stumbles across a pretty major revelation in his mother's letters to Thomas Wayne. She claims that they had an affair and that Arthur is the illegitimate son of Thomas, thus making Bruce Wayne and the Joker related. However, the new details from the plot have stated that this is in fact a lie orchestrated by Arthur's crazy mother as a last-ditch attempt to get Thomas to pay attention to her. Arthur will throughout some of the movie believe that he is in fact Bruce's brother. However, when he discovers the truth, he goes completely off the deep end. Repressed memories of Arthur's childhood re-emerge, and he remembers that when he was a child he was abused by his mother's boyfriend, who actually turns out to be his real father. At this point, Arthur goes to Arkham Asylum and kills his mother, and he's also invited on the Maury Franklin show as a guest. Joker appears on the show, shooting Franklin in the head and delivering a speech to rile up Gotham City. He fully embraces the Joker persona during this, and from this point onward is seen in full costume for the rest of the movie. This is of course pretty similar to the scene from The Dark Knight Returns in which Joker kills a chat show host before going on a rampage, and in the film he goes out and murders people who wronged him throughout the film. However, he spares Zizzy's character. Now, we had heard rumours that the movie ends with Thomas and Martha Wayne being gunned down. However, the new plot leak suggests that it's after this speech that it happens. This is because Joker sends the city into a riot due to his words, and attackers kill the Waynes during the uprising, even going to Wayne Manor to kill them directly. There's some back and forth on this however, with some leaks stating that they're gunned down in an alley, whilst others say that it's at Wayne Manor. In the one that centres around Wayne Manor, Bruce, scared of what's going on, runs out of the mansion and off into the night, which is when he falls into the cave, thus setting up what will happen in the future with the character. He's found by Alfred, and a couple of days later he heads to their memorial, which is when he encounters Joker. Joker's been on the run for several days, but with police looking over Wayne, they notice him and begin to go after him. The police chase Arthur through Gotham, but they finally manage to catch him after he's hit by a taxi, and the movie ends with the character in Arkham Asylum dancing around his cell maniacally to Elton John's Benny and the Jets. Now, in the new leaks that have been going around, many people have stated that the film ends rather ambiguously, with there being a hint that Joker might not have even committed the things in the film, and that they may have been all in his imagination, as we did see in the trailer that he kisses Zazie Beetz' character, but this is apparently just a fantasy. This does however tie back to the Joker as a character, most notably the killing joke in which the character says if you're going to have a past, why not make it multiple choice, meaning that this could have been his origin story, or perhaps it's something completely different. I'm normally against the Joker getting an origin story, as I do tend to believe that he's a force of nature that shouldn't really have one, so at least there's a nod to that in this, so it doesn't potentially break things that a lot of people love about the character. Seeing it get 10s across the board has got me really hyped up for the film, and I think that it could potentially be the best comic book movie of the year. These new leaks get me even more excited, and I can't wait to see what happens in the film next month. Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on these leaks and if you're excited for the movie. Make sure you drop them in the comments section below, and if you enjoyed this video then please like it, and make sure you don't forget to check out my video that breaks down the leaked first look at Marvel's new animated series What If. I go over everything that you need to know about the brand new images, so it's definitely worth checking out if you want to know more. If you want to come talk to me about movies, TV shows, games and comic books, then you can follow me on Twitter at DefinitionYT. It's the best way to get in touch with me, and it's the perfect place to suggest new videos and content, so hopefully I'll see you over there after this. Also, just want to let you know that we're giving away a free copy of John Wick 3 on Blu-ray, and all you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is to like this video, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on Joker in the comments section below. The winner will be chosen at random on September the 10th, and the Blu-ray will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.